Hello, welcome back to my humble little channel. Today we have a ZX Spectrum issue 2 motherboard. I apologise in advance for the dodgy camera work in this video. Anyway, I don't actually think this motherboard is broken in any way, but it needs a composite mod doing so we can test it. And thankfully the composite mods are easier to do on the Spectrums than on the ZX81. So just very simple, detach two wires and add a capacitor. I don't remember the value of the capacitor. I think it was 100 microfarad, 16 volt. I'm not sure. You can see someone's fitted a reset wire to this board, so I think this board, even though it was an issue 2, came out of a Spectrum Plus case. Either that or they modified their original case, but I don't know. I don't know what was going on with this recording and it flickering every so often. I'm not sure what was what with it. So just tidying up the solder out of the two holes we've just removed the wires from. One wire is the 5 volt for the modulator and the other wire is the video signal. And it's the video signal that we'll be using. The 5 volt is not needed. The wires themselves I've not detached, I've just unsoldered them, or desoldered them, sorry, and put them into the can. I thought it'd be nice to tidy up in case anybody decides that they want to take the composite mod off and put the RF modulator back to use. And I know there's a lot of people out there who like things to be original, or as original as possible, and I get it, I do get it. But with these old computers, there are certain things that are never going to come back. RF is one of them. I tend to composite mod things as much as possible because it's just easier to get a signal. A lot of modern, say modern, but in the last 15-20 years, LCDs that have got RF capability. I have a little 12-inch or 15-inch TV that has RF on it, but I've tried a few different old computers and you can't always get a signal, you can't always get a picture. And I think you need a TV of the era or similar. And I know people have them out there, I know people have CRTs, and I know people like to play on games that are as original as possible, and I get it, I do get it. So this mod will be reversible. Now the one mod that I should do to a board of this age is the 5-volt regulator. I am slowly coming around to the school of thought that if things like the regulator are working, then not to remove it. These boards are old and they are quite sturdy because, you know, they're still working now, even though they are 40 years plus or 40 years old, but they're still delicate. You still don't want to be desoldering things that you don't want to desolder, which is why people always bemoan the fact that they've got to change the RAM, because it's a lot of desoldering involved. And the same with the ULA. One of the boards that we saw in the last episode for the triage, I've determined that the issue, possibly the issue with the board, is that the socket for the ULA needs to be changed, because literally the ULA can just fall out, so that can't be any good. But that's for the future video. In this one, we're just putting the capacitor in, and it should be ready to test. Let's give this a little bit of a test. Now, with this being an issue 2 board, there are some pots there on the board to adjust the picture. Unless the picture is really, really bad, I am not going to touch them. They are horrendous to try and get ready, try and get right. There we go. I have 4 different diagrams on this particular cartridge that I'm using. It's past that one, that's good stuff. I haven't got a keyboard to test with this particular board. I think this one is the normal diagram. We pass the lower 16 RAM test. It's a very slow test. Like the Commodore 64 test, it's very slow. Upper RAM test passed. Upper RAM test pass. Good stuff. There we go. All done. Just testing the interrupts. This should be fine. Yep, there we go. So another issue 2 board rescued, if you like. Not that I did anything to it other than the capacitor, other than the composite mod. So sorry it wasn't a very exciting video this time, but thanks for watching anyway. Like, comment, subscribe and all that jazz. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.